Hi everyone, this is Teresa. I am a stitcher. I have been enjoying the cross-stitch community for a very long time, and I want to make my own Flosstube to try and connect maybe to other people who enjoy the same hobbies as me and might enjoy seeing what I'm working on. I'm from Austria, so my English is not the best, and I hope you can still understand me, even though I have a strong accent, and I might miss some words or have trouble finding the right words, as you can guess. So I hope you enjoy this video. I wanted to start with a finish parade, like what projects I finished over the last few years. I have been stitching since my childhood, even though I stopped crafting for some years, and the last few years I picked lots of crafts up, like knitting, crocheting, weaving, even spinning was a part of that. So if you want to talk about any of those crafts, feel free to contact me. So let's get started. My first project is this shepherd's bush sock. It's right on time for winter. I still have to FFO it. I finished stitching it at the beginning of this year. I folded over the name because it's the name of my partner and I don't feel comfortable sharing it. So you have to make do with this part. I really enjoyed stitching it. It's stitched on 18 count Floba with a pearl cotton pearly. I don't know how it's called in English, but it's very big stitches, which is quite unusual for most cross stitchers and cross stitch projects that are out there. But I hope I can finish it and gift it to him on not Christmas particularly, because in Austria we have St. Nicholas Day on 6th of December, where we fill up like socks and with sweets and oranges and nuts and stuff. So I hope I can finish it in the next 30 days to have it ready in time. The next project is the one I most recently finished. It's Sleeping Pillar. It's stitched on 32 count Floba. I don't know exactly what Floba is. It's not like linen and it's not like even weave. But when I was searching for a 32 count fabric, I found the Floba and I like the color. I love this picture. It's especially with the backstitch. My backstitch is not the neatest, and I'm testing like couching, but after the wash the hairs turned out quite wonky. But I love the switch between one strand and two strand to make it look more three-dimensional. So I really loved stitching it, and it's quite cute with the cat and the girl sleeping in its lap. I have two cats of my own, so if you see a theme with lots of cat motifs, this is why. Yeah. The next one is from Shaded Stitchery. I made 3 of the Closely Kept series. I can really recommend it because they are just the most beautiful. I stitched them on 27 count even weave, so they are really small. I did full cross 1/1, so they are really small, but I would love to stitch all of them. I think there's a 4th one came out a few weeks or months ago, so I'm going to start it very soon. It's one of the projects that I love stitching on my commute into work, because they're very small and easy to carry along. Here's another very small one. It's Lola Crow, Moonlight Nessie. I stitched it on 32 count black linen. It was a very cute little small. I would love to frame it in a small frame and hang it somewhere between some pictures or something. Here's another very special piece. This is from a pattern of Kathy Barrick. It's my mother's house, and maybe if you know the pattern, you know it looks very different because I changed the colors because the house of my mom is red and not beige like the original color. So I changed it up and switched the how do you call it? How do you say? I switched it for the names of me and my siblings and my parents. And I love it. It's very special. It's again on the 27 count even weave. I hope the color turns out right. It's a very pale lavender color, I guess. You will see it. You will see this fabric in a few of my projects because once I got a very big cut of it from someone who was destashing their cross stitch stash, I guess. So I have quite a lot of it. This is the next one. It's a very common pattern. I think many people on here stitched it. It's Strawberry Fields Forever from Blackbird. I stitched it with DMC only, so there's no variegation or anything. I would have loved to do it with specialty threads, but they are a bit hard to come by in Europe, and Blackbird is always going all out on the specialty threads. It would be very hard because I would have to order on 3 different sites, and so I stitched it just with TMC. But I still love it. I think the colors are very great. It's stitched on a 40 count raw linen, I guess, or natural linen, 1/2, and it's looking very delicate, very cute. I love it. And who doesn't love strawberries? Here's another small Lola Crow I stitched. It's Troubled Waters. I changed the color of the cat to match one of my cats. My cat's called Leanie, my black one, and I thought it would be cute too. That is one. She has a few of cats looking out of windows and seeing strange things, and I like the Troubled Waters the most. Here I have another shaded stitchery one. It's the Black Butterfly sampler. I love all of their patterns. This is stitched on a 32 count black linen with Miso Seda silk. I once bought a few full hank of silk from her, and I'm using it on many monochrome samplers, and like long dog samplers are very great to stitch with those colors, and more of a greenish blue DMC color. I don't remember which number it was, but I just love the pattern. And this is one of my first finishes. This is Read to Me from, I don't remember the name, let me look. This is Read to Me by Fun Sheep. I bought the pattern on my bobbin. It was an electronic PDF pattern. I just love it. It's so cute. I don't know, it just spoke to me. It's stitched 4 strands over 2 on 27 count, so it's very tightly packed and has a very 3D effect because the threads are so, the stitches are so full. I just love it. It's so cute. And there were lots of blended threads, and just love trying it on a smaller pattern. The next one is from the RTO Among Black Cats. They have a few black cat patterns. It's very simple, very just 3 colors like white, black and yellow. I would have loved to maybe stitch it on a white even weave. I might redo it because I have a few of the series because I love it. It's looking so much like my cat when it's just wobbly when you pick her up, and I don't know, I just love the series, but I'm not in love with the Aida, especially when you have such big spaces of it. It's just, I would have loved some more finer fabric maybe, so maybe I will try an even weave or an Aida for the other cats of the series, so maybe I will enjoy that more. Here's another very, very special piece. I just love it. It's from Baba Anna. It's the Neuron. Just the colors are so amazing. I just loved stitching on it. It's so beautiful. The colors make me so happy. But something you might notice is those spots here on the fabric. I used the Nerd hoop and I just pulled the fabric a bit too tight, I think, and I think the fabric is a very loose weave, so the strands moved around and now it's just looking like holes. So maybe if you use Nerd hoops, be careful pulling the fabric too tight. It's not the worst, since those pieces, if I frame it, might not even be seen, but just be careful when using it. It would be devastating to have to destroy the piece just with hoop marks and everything. Just took. It's like, if you're, I guess if it's full coverage, it might not matter that much, and if the weave is a bit tighter so the threads don't move around that easily, you should be safe. Here is a 40 count femurs and fungi cell, S-A-L, I don't know if I say it properly, from Friend Frog Stitchery. It's on 40 count Aida. I just loved doing a small cell. It wasn't too much stitches to do. I didn't finish in time, I guess, if you have a certain perception on what time a cell should be finished, but I love doing it. It's just so cute and so great. And also lots of Fine Frog Stitchery's pattern. I love them. I would love to do more of them. But yeah, just great. Here is the Foro crer. It's one of my original patterns. I designed it myself. I did have some original Quaker motifs that I did take inspiration from, but the medallions are all original by me. It has the quote, "It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see," which is a quote of the philosopher Foro. Here's also one of my older pieces. It's Golden Dreams. I did buy the pattern on bobbin. I just love it. Oh, it's so great. Also the colors and the use of 10 stitch and full crosses to simulate depths. But I would have loved to stitch it on a blue fabric maybe, so it would have darkened the whole piece up a bit to get more of the feeling of it's at night and the city is lighting up. So I would recommend, if you stitch this, use a darker fabric. I think it would look even better, but I still love it. The fishes look so great and the backstitch just, it's just beautiful. I love it. And here's one of my bigger pieces. It's, I think, Kaku or Kaku. I hope I pronounce it properly, by All Forest Embroidery. This is a free pattern by All Forest Embroidery, but it's just, the pattern is charted in, I think, Russian, but I just loved it so much I translated it myself to German. So you might have trouble understanding it, but we have a saying in German that you have a bird which means something about you're crazy. And so I love this piece because it's about you have a Kaku, which I thought was very similar. You have a bird, and so it's just like if you have a bird, You should keep it cool, you should take care of it, so it matches the German saying very much, and it's about if you're crazy, you should take care of your bird, make sure your bird is not overwhelmed by messages, make sure it has not too much chaos around it. It's just the greatest. I don't know if you enjoy it as much as me, because it's more like no, if you like the comic or the caricatures which they are based on. Two finishes I almost forgot, and I'm going to insert into the video afterwards, so don't mind me. I did a small needle book, 32 count. This is my own design again. Yeah, it's just where I keep my needles. It's more like my traveling shears and needles. This what I always take with me if I'm stitching somewhere else. At home I have another setup, but it's very practical to have a small needle book with scissors and some other stuff. Yeah, look, there are some small cats and flowers. I have a few biscornos as well. I have them lying around all over the house, so I'm not going to get them now, but like this is a smaller one which I use for my needles, also my original design. Biscornos are just great. I love the shape of them. They're just looking very cute. And I have some places to put needles all over the house. Like who doesn't need some needle and thread on every corner? Definitely me. Well, so if you have any specific questions, or if I forgot to say the fabric or where you can find the pattern, just feel free to contact me. Yeah, so now I will change over to my current WIPs, which are a lot. I don't know, it depends on what is a lot for you. I sometimes would feel more comfortable having less WIPs, but also I enjoy switching, and I enjoy lots of different projects. So I will pick them up and show them you once I get. So let's get started with my WIPs. The first one I will show you because it's in a scroll frame, and so I have more room up here to show you the other project. Is the Grandm Duck from Heaven and Earth Design. I haven't done a lot on it. I started just a few weeks ago. I will show a picture of how it would look finished, so you maybe can make out about what it will look like. It has no background, so I still put in a grid because I would get lost, and I'm stitching. My full coverage is more like, sometimes I do color completion, but it's more like cross country to some point. I don't know, it depends how I feel on that day. I tried a few methods, but cross country is working out for me the most. It's not cross country per page or anything, it's just like, I don't know, how long I feel stitching one color. However you interpret that is up to you. The next one is Mereshka's Cats Do What They Want. This is how it will look finished. This is from a Mereshka kit. I just love their patterns. And look at it. It's just so beautiful. I still have it in a hoop because I stitched on it just a few hours ago. I have all this part up here. I think it's like 10 to 20%. I think like around here is the middle of it, so this is like here and here, and I think it goes to about here where it ends here. So yeah, I just love it. I had to put in some backstitch because I can't leave it to the end. I will just it's not fun to leave the backstitch all to the end because I don't enjoy it as much as the stitching. I love how they mix in the half stitches and full stitches. It's just beautiful, and so many different colors. This is how the threads look of this project. I make my own floss drops. I just have some cardstock where I punch holes in and put them on a binder ring. It's just easier for me. I don't know how you like to organize your projects, but I love putting in floss drops because that's how I enjoy stitching. They use DMC if you're interested. I think it's a 16 count area that it's stitched on, and it's almost full coverage. That's that. When we are at full coverage, I can show you another one that I haven't stitched on for a very long time. I'm actually a bit sad about that, but you can stitch on everything all the time, and I'm putting it off until I've finished some other project. Yeah, this is Geek Rouge's coffee. I'm just thinking, did I put it upside down? Yeah. This is the right side up. I will put a picture on how it will look finished. But yeah, I haven't done a lot on it. It still has far way to go, and you will see how I tried to do diagonal, do the 10 by 10 blocks, but then I tried some color completion. I tried out a lot. I don't mind it. Lots of my full coverage look chaotic like this, so be warned. I stitch how I like. Yeah, Geek Rouge has great kits. This is how the threads come. I already floss dropped the ones I used to stitch, but yeah, you can see I haven't stitched for a long time on it, and I just love the motif, so I should pick it up soon. But I have another very big full coverage, and before I haven't finished it, I try not to focus on any other full coverage too much. Here is another shepherd's bush stocking, because I have one for my partner, and this will be the one for me. I haven't done a lot on it. I just started it 2 weeks ago, but I love how fast they go, or like they feel like they are going very fast because the crosses are so big. But yeah, I will show a picture how it will look finished. This is how it will look finished. Oh, I can't wait. But I'm still missing the yellow floss, so I hope it arrives in time, so I can maybe finish it this year. But I guess, as history showed, I will probably not. Maybe I am able to fully finish the one for my partner and gift it to him this year. But yeah, if you're interested, this is how the charm pack looks like. They're quite expensive, so I don't know if it's worth it, but the charms pack costs prices almost as much as the chart on its own, so maybe think about it if you're ready to buy them. And I had to wait a long time for them because they weren't in stock. This is how the threads look. It's just a pearl gun. Next one, this is another kind of special piece that I'm going to work for a long time on, because the fabric is so huge. I haven't started a lot on it. It's just a small part. This is going to be the ink circle big red ship of life. I should stitch more on it, but I have lots of other projects which have more priority. For example, this is the New Normal by Long Dog Sampler. I think it's about 25%, maybe a bit more like 33, I guess, so 1/3 done. I had started this on another with another floss, and I got to like 25%, and then I just couldn't deal with the floss anymore. It was some kind of embroidery silk which was just horrible to work with, so I started it over with a DMC thread. So yeah, it's just I'm working it for such a long time and I'm just ready to finish it, but I guess this year will not be the year because I have so many projects, but I will work on it, I guess. I'm always thinking I can do 1% per day I'm stitching on it, and so it wouldn't be more like 70 days, but 70 days is still a lot of days to work on it. Now we have another long dog sampler. I have a few of them started and lots of them have very sad starts. This is, I think, Before I Sleep. I will look into it. This is stitched with Miso Cedar silk on a 32 count 1/2. Yeah, I just love working with the silk and I love the color combination and I can't wait to finish it, but I think I first have to get started properly on it. But it's a very beautiful beautiful cross stitch. I love long dog samplers because of all the small details, and like you can look at them for lots of time and you will always find a new interesting thing on it. This is how I store my hank. It's lots of thread. I will probably not use the full thread, so I always use some for like the shaded stitchery, closely kept projects and stuff. And this is how I store them in smaller pieces, so I can work properly with it. And this is just a full already cut, and then I will take a few of the threads, put them on a small floss ring, and work with this. Like I said, I love long dog samplers, so here's the next one. This is Castles in the Air. I don't know how many percent it is, but just look at it, it's so beautiful. I think this is on a 28 count, so the stitches are a bit bigger than most of my projects, which are on 32 count, but yeah, it looks so beautiful. I love the combination. I love like the red samplers, but I don't love like samplers with only letters on it. I love when they have motifs, like long dog samplers. I just love them. I wouldn't stitch them if I didn't love them, so I guess it's a good sign. Next one. This is Modern Folks Embroidery's 2024 SAL, which should maybe be finished in October, but yeah, I'm like 33% done. It's just taking so long. This is stitched on a 20 count Ada from XQ Design. I love her fabrics. Most of hand-dyed flosses aren't that easy to come by in Europe, but hers, I think she's, I don't know where exactly her shop is, but I bought some silks from her and this fabric, and I just love the color combination, and I can't wait that it's finished to finish it, but it will take some time. I don't know. If I prioritized it, I always think, yeah, if I prioritize it, I could finish it this year, but then I get burned out on the projects. I finished this in 1 week of this part, and just the sky, it took it out of me. It's just, I can't stitch the sky for too long because I just don't want to stitch anymore. If I just stitch that, I want to sometimes switch colors, sometimes just stitch in one color. It really depends on the day. This is my next project. It's a Firo kit. It's just a giant piece of fabric. It's the Lady Anti-Unicorn. This is very Kaku. It's not a lot. I don't know how many. It's like a bit over 1%, I guess. yeah, you have to be careful with this kit because it says it's a, I think it says it's a 26 count, but I counted the threads and it's more like a 27 count. So if you measure where to start using 26 count measures, you think this is easily enough margin, so you get the same margin on the other side. It's not. The thread count of the fabric is not correct, or it's not the one. It's not. They say on the kit it's 26. It is not. It's 27. I think, no, they say it's 28, but it's 27. It's just, yeah. Be careful, maybe start in the middle so you really have it in the center, but don't trust thread counts. Maybe count and check if it's really the right. I count out like 10-20 threads, take markers and measure how long those threads are, and then I can calculate the thread count of the fabric on my own, because those kits fabric counts don't always match. So maybe to be safe, always start in the center or recount the threads. So here's one of the last projects. This is Sher Stream by Twin Peaks Designs, I think they're called. I haven't done a lot on it, as you can see, and I still have the floss on the needle crate. So it's a very sad start, but I don't mind it. I have a few other projects which I'm more focused on, but I just wanted to start it, get a few stitches in, like, yeah. Maybe I will stitch on it a bit more in the next days. Just look at the flosses. The colors are so beautiful. Just the greatest. I love it. It's just very beautiful pastels. I hope the threads, some of the threads might blend in too much on the fabric. This is a 40 count vintage country mocha, I think. Yeah. So, I guess that are all my projects. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm still trying to figure out everything out. I hope I didn't talk too fast, I didn't talk too slow. I hope you could understand me well enough, and the sound isn't off. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know when I will make the next video. It could be next month, it could be in half a year. I don't know yet. Depends on how this goes, depends on how much time I have. If I want to spend the time on making a video or stitching, I don't know yet. I hope you enjoy it. Have a nice day, nice evening whenever you watch this. I hope you had a good time. Bye.